my lovelies. My hair is like this because I am doing strand tests. I have made a video of me doing my hair to see if it works on black. As you can tell, my shoulder is green. Guess what colour I'm going. So that's why my hair looks like this. That's like the little ponytail. Oh, look how cute. Oh, it's so cute. And that's another ponytail. It's like so cute. I get asked quite a lot if I ever was bullied. The answer is yes. And a lot of you obviously want to know what happened. So I was in secondary school, which is like high school. I finished school now, but I talked to this boy who was my friend since like year 7, and he knew about me. He knew about what I'd done, like my past, so he pretty much knew me. He was like my best friend, and there was nothing between us. And he had a girlfriend, and she was super jealous. I mean, she wanted to know who he was talking to, where he was, and he didn't let she didn't let him go really out with any of his girlfriends. Like, he had this friend that he knew since he was born, and she came down and visited him for a week, and she got super jealous, even though there was like nothing between them, because they knew each other since birth, and they're basically brother and sister until he moved away. And obviously I was going through a really bad time in my life, and he knew, and he was helping me. And his girlfriend got super jealous. She didn't know what was happening, and she used to come up to me in school and really just like shout at me. I mean, I used to shout back at her because I'm not, even though I can be, there's like, because I feel like there's two people in me. The other me gets quite angry a lot. So I mean, I pretty much will stand up for myself, but it doesn't feel like me, if that makes sense. So I'm not looking at you, I'm just looking at my camera. And she used to got all her friends, and they used to be like, oh, are you in love with Billy? That was his name, Billy. She's like, oh, you're in love with Billy? And it was like, no. And then I got a boyfriend who I was with for a year, and they kind of just stopped, but then we broke up. And once again, they were like, oh, do you love Billy? Are you going to, like, go out with him? And he was like, no. He was like, you know, shut the fuck up. And they really, like, in PE, I used to be just walking on the pitch, because I pretty much just didn't do PE. I mean, I didn't like it. I didn't, because the girls in my class were out to get me. Like, they would kick balls at me, purposely try to trip me up. So I just ended up going to my head of year and doing work during PE. And I was quite sad, because I did enjoy doing some PE. I mean, I just loved it, because I just like run around, like mess about, because we didn't have exams in it or anything, so you didn't really need to take it seriously. But, you know, I just didn't like being purposely targeted. And it's like people who I never even met before were like, oh, hi Lauren, how's Billy? It's like, I've never met you, why are you doing this? And then I had enough. I remember I was literally about to leave school for a cam session, and this group of people were like calling me names, and I literally just wanted to cry. I just went to my therapy session and I cried, and I didn't show up for school ever again. I'm not going to prom. I mean, I've left school now. I was home tutored for a while because I couldn't go in. I just couldn't face them. And I remember I used to take blades into school, and if it was too much, I used to go to the toilet, ask the teacher if I could go to the toilet, and I would just cut myself, because it was like, most people are like, what is cutting like? It's like holding your breath for ages, and then like when you release it, that's the feeling you get when you cut. Like if you hold your breath, you're like that is how you feel, and it's the most strangest thing ever. And I self-harm and I don't even understand it. It's so strange, but you just, it's a release, and it's just like, ugh. I can't describe it. Well, I kind of did, but it doesn't make sense. And I remember she came up to me, she like pushed me, I pushed her back, and then I remember having pills, paracetamol, in my bag in case I got a headache at school, and I remember wanting to take them in the bathroom while the lessons were on, and just die. I didn't want to do it anymore. I didn't come to school to get beat the crap out of. I came to school to learn, to actually go somewhere in my life, rather than them fucking about in class. I hated it. I hate school. I hated it. Why should I go there to basically get just beaten? It just doesn't make sense, and I just hated the whole school experience. I'm going to college this year, and I have this friend, and he's about to go to university now actually, and he said college is so different, and I just hope he's right. I mean, yeah, I'm going to college in September. I'm not living on the campus because it's literally, I don't know, 15 minutes from my house. But one of my friends, who we are so close, she's moving onto campus maybe. And I'm really sad that she might go. I mean, I really want her to stay, but I mean, I know it's something she loves, and I'm not going to hold her back because, you know, I want her to. And I think this whole school thing is just so fucked up. People would rather fail their GCSEs. Like me, I would rather fail than going to school and be around those people. Surely that's something that's messed up in itself, isn't it? I mean, people just don't get it. Like, teachers are like, oh yeah, there's no bullying going on my school. It's like, no, there is. You need to open your eyes. It's like, I told my tutor and she done nothing, absolutely nothing. I mean, I used to have to sit near her desk because I was always targeted, and she heard what they say, but she would always pretend that she didn't hear. I mean, teachers, they would rather pretend it doesn't happen than have to deal with it. They're just like, oh, it's not in my job description. It's like, I just here to teach. No, you're here for the well-being as well. And I used to have to go to the guidance counsellor at my school basically every day because I just couldn't take it, and I always used to get sent home because I was a wreck. I just decided, no, I'm not coming back ever, and I didn't. I just moved to a special school, right, special, not in mental health, so it was where I was more accepted. And it was so weird because I went from being the quietest person to the loudest person. And I don't mean loud like I turn into one of them and I'm causing chaos. It just means I would talk and actually give out my answers rather than just keep them to myself if I knew the answer. And it helped me. Yeah, of course it helped me. I just wish that I didn't have to go through the hell. And I basically didn't show up for year 10. I was out of school for year 10. So I was out of school for a year, maybe 2 years. I was out of school because I couldn't do it. And my school did absolutely nothing. They told me, after I'd done a suicide attempt, they told me that I wasn't allowed back. That's how they treated me. Now, I just wanted to kill myself more because they told me that I couldn't go back because of my suicide attempt. And I was basically bad for the school. I would never do it. I don't like. And I think this is all stemmed from bullying. And people need to realise that bullying does hurt. Even if you're cyberbullying, there is someone on the other side of this screen. If someone puts up a piece of art and then you just call it really crappy, there's another person on the other side of that screen that's had their feelings hurt. Just because you're typing it into a computer doesn't mean there's a real person like you on the other side. I think people need to take that into consideration. And I think this society, we're going to grow up to bad people. Some of us will be. Because we just have no respect for others. I mean, all these people at my school, they would just, even people in different years would come up to me. Now, those people are probably bad people. But I'm sorry this is a bit of a down video, but I don't want to relive the bullying, and I sure as hell don't want to go back to that school. I'm not going to the prom. I don't want to be there. I just hate people. Some people. I love all yous. But, I mean, school is not for me. But I hope college is okay and different. I mean, I'm getting more confident now. Whereas, like a year ago, I wouldn't have been doing this video. I wouldn't have been doing Loved and Lost, because a year ago I wouldn't have been in the right place to do Loved and Lost. I mean, I think this time last year I was actually in an inpatient unit, so that kind of shows how much I wasn't in the right mind frame. Anyway, I'm sorry this video is such a downer. Bullying, there's nothing upside about bullying. I mean, bullying is just downright bad, and there is nothing that you can say that would be like, oh yeah, bullying's justified in this reason. No, it's not. Nothing will justify it apart from bullies are bad people. And I just really hope that one day I see them working in a really crappy shop and they're serving me. And I'm doing what I love. I want to do with animals. I want to be an animal therapist. And I work with animals now. I'm allowed on events. So I'm going towards my dream. When there's a lot of people on, one of the main girls who used to really try to trip me up and kick balls at me, she just got denied her college. And she had no backup because she wasn't good enough in school, that no one wants her in her college. And it doesn't make me feel good that she's got bad. It's just like all the times that she was messing around and texting in class and trying to have it out for me. I was trying to learn, and I've got accepted into college. I've got a job. I'm sorry, I probably sound really mean in this video, but they just really hurt me, and I don't know. I'm sorry. Anyway, once again, I keep apologising. This is quite a long video, but I love you all. And if you want me to make another video, I will be posting my hair thing. Oh, look, it's pink. So keep an eye out. I'm sorry, this video again, sorry, I keep saying sorry, that this video is so negative, but like I said, nothing about bullying is positive. Apart from the fact that it has not made me stronger, but it has kind of made me stronger. I mean, of course, at first it made me so much weaker, but now I'm looking back and I'm thinking, you know what, I'm so much better than them. I'm a better person. I care more about others than they do. All they care about is their clique. I mean, whatever. But anyway, I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. You are beautiful and I love you.